Hey Jasper, I might be a little bit late from work tonight. Julia has asked me to stay to finish up some reports that we really need for tomorrow's presentation. Could you maybe cook dinner tonight? I don't think I'll be back in time to do it, and I really don't want to be cooking late into the night after such a hard day at work.
Oh, and I guess you want me to do the washing and clean the rest of the house while I'm at it, huh?
What? No, I'm just asking for a little bit of help tonight because I'm going to be late. That's all.
Well, what about me? I've been working just as hard as you. Why should I have to do all the cooking simply because you can't be bothered to?
It's not that I can't be bothered to. I just won't be physically home until late. I won't be able to make any food at all.
Why do you have to work late? Just tell your boss to do the work herself and come back at the usual time. I was looking forward to some fried chicken tonight, so I want you to come back home and make that.
Jasper, I can't do that. Julia needs my help. Besides, I don't want to dump all that work on her. I've been working on this project for months now, and it's finally all coming together. This meeting tomorrow is with some very high-up people, and if we make a good impression, then big things could happen for me. So I don't think you cooking for one night is going to be such a huge deal.
I don't want to cook. I've had a tiring day as well.
Doing what? You don't work at the minute. I bet all you've done is sit in front of the TV all day watching sports. I mean, have you even cleaned up your dirty laundry from the bedroom floor like I asked you to?
So what if I've been at home? It doesn't mean my day has been any less tiring. I even had to go to the store to get some new batteries, as the TV remotes ran out and we had none in the house. Oh, that reminds me. On your way home, you'll have to stop by the shop and pick some things up.
What?
Yeah, we need some more toilet rolls, some milk, eggs, bread, sugar, tea bags, juice, and a few other things. I'll make you a list and send it through in a bit.
Hang on a minute. I've got to stay late at work. I'm already tired and hungry, so I'm not going to do a full-on grocery shop once I finish work. If we need things, then you'll have to go and get them. You're not so busy, so it should be fine, right?
What? I'm not going shopping. That's your job. You're the wife, and that comes under housework. So it's your job to do that.
Can you not be so lazy just for once? All I'm asking is for a little bit of help, because I'm near the end of my rope. I do everything. And I mean everything. So for once, can you get off of your butt and help out?
I have no clue what you're on about. You don't do everything. I've worked for quite a long time to bring back a decent wage for us to buy this house, and if I remember, you were the one not working then, so why is it so wrong for me to have some time off when you did exactly the same?
But it wasn't time off. The entire time that I was unemployed, I was looking for work. Not to mention, I was keeping the house in order, managing our finances so that we knew what we could afford and what we couldn't. I was also cooking all of our meals and basically managing all of the house. You do none of those things.
You make it sound as if you did loads. All you really did was what a wife should do, which is the housework.
I'm not just your slave to push around and do whatever you tell her to. I'm your wife. We should be equal partners in everything. Whether it's in money or household chores, we need to share these things so that neither of us feels overwhelmed. That's what I'm feeling at the moment, completely overwhelmed. And whilst I love my job, it still can be quite demanding. So when it gets like that, I need you to pick up the slack and actually help me out, okay?
Laura, I have every right to relax and have a break. Let's face it, I've worked so much harder than you when I was working at the factory, so I deserve a little time off to recuperate. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but it's the truth. So if you have to do the household chores and everything else, then I'm not too concerned, as it's only fair.
You don't care? You don't care if I'm working myself into such a state, picking up after you and trying to maintain our home as well as a job, that I honestly feel like I could cry if even the slightest thing inconvenienced me? You're really not bothered by that?
Well, not really. Women are generally a lot more emotional than men and like to make things into more of an issue than they actually are. So this is probably just you doing that. It's likely that it's that time of the month for you as well, which always makes you more angry and irritable. In fact, I would really rather you try and control your emotions more. They can get quite tedious to deal with.
Oh, can they? How rude of me to actually have feelings. I'll try and subdue them next time I'm feeling particularly angry.
Great, thanks.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh,
Ugh, whatever. I'm getting back to work.
what about my dinner?
You'll have to figure it out yourself. I'm busy. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed right now.
Oh joys, what's happened now?
It's Jasper.
Oh god, just knowing it has something to do with him already has me feeling annoyed. What's he done now?
Well, I just messaged him to tell him that I will be late home from work tonight, as I'm currently working on that huge project I told you about. And we have a meeting with the bosses about it tomorrow, so we need to finalize some things. I asked him if he would be able to cook us dinner so that I wouldn't have to worry about it when I got home. And you know what he said?
What?
He told me that he wasn't going to cook dinner because he's had a tiring day.
Hang on, but he doesn't work.
Uh-huh. He then went on to insult me and every single woman on this earth and claim that I'm too emotional and need to keep my feelings subdued so that I don't annoy him.
Jeez, what a jerk. I honestly don't know what you see in him, sis. I mean, why do you want to be married to someone who does nothing but treat you like a slave? Not to mention that you're earning all of the money and he's just wasting it on beer and gambling.
What do you mean on gambling? He promised me that he would stop doing that.
Well, he's not kept his promise. I saw him the other day going to the casino in town. I followed him there to see what he was up to, and he sat right down at a blackjack table and proceeded to blow over $300. He lost it all.
Are you serious right now? $300?
Yeah, and I asked the dealer when Jasper left. The guy also told me that Jasper's racked up quite a hefty amount of debt there too. Thousands apparently.
Let me get this straight. My husband expects me to work and clean and cook and everything else while he goes off and spends my hard-earned money on gambling and drinks and stuff?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know why you're still with the jerk.
I'm wondering that myself.
Honestly, I'd get out while you still can. I don't want to see my little sister lose who she is simply because of her useless husband. You can do so much better than him.
Yeah, you're right. I can. Thanks, Michael, for always being there for me. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Yeah, you owe me dinner for this.
I'll get you the best steak money can buy.
You better. Anyway, let me know how things go and if I need to kick anyone's butt, okay?
Will do. Love you, bro.
Love you too, sis. Laura, where are you? It's much later than usual. You should be back from work by now. Also, the dog needs walking, so you've got to do that when you get back. I've not eaten yet either, Des. I thought I'd wait for you to get home and cook us a nice dinner.
I've already eaten, so I won't be making dinner. And the dog will have to just go out in the garden. I'm too tired to walk him.
Hang on, what do you mean you've already eaten?
Julia and I ordered a pizza whilst we worked on our project. I'm full.
Well, that's not fair. What about me?
What about you? I told you that I wouldn't be cooking when I get back. If you decided to ignore me, that's on you. But I'm not going to be cooking anything when I get back.
But I'm hungry and the dog's whining is really getting on my nerves. You need to come back home now and sort all of this out.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, I'm done running around and picking up after you. I'm not your mom, and I sure am not your maid. These last few months have been absolutely awful for me, as I feel like I'm taking care of a child rather than living with a fully grown man and husband. Your complete lack of care and sympathy for me have pushed me to the end of my rope, and I've finally realized that you don't want me to be your wife. You don't love me like that. You just want me to be your live-in maid. Well, that's not happening anymore.
What do you mean? What are you gonna do?
I'm filing for divorce.
Wait, no, please don't do that. I don't know what I'd do without you.
That's not my problem. Maybe you should have spent a bit more time helping out with responsibilities instead of piling them all onto me.
But it's your responsibility as the wife.
We don't live in the medieval times anymore. In case you hadn't noticed, women actually have a lot more say in how they live their lives, even if you don't like to think so. And I've decided that I deserve someone who will love me and treat me as an equal. And that clearly isn't you. I'm staying at my brother's house tonight, and I'll be around to pick up my things and the dog in the morning.
But I don't even have a job. How will I live?
You'll have to find new work. Although with the debts you've racked up at the casino, you might have to find two.
How do you know about that?
Michael saw you the other day. Honestly, I really don't know what I saw in you.
Look, I'm your husband, and you need to do as I say.
No, I really don't. Goodbye, Jasper. I hope the next girl who marries you is able to whip you into some sort of shape. I wish her the best of luck. I divorced Jasper as soon as I was able to. Once I was free of the lazy bum, I actually felt a whole lot better. I wasn't constantly being told what to do and worked like a slave. The project that I had been working on was a huge hit, and I actually ended up being promoted to a much higher position with a huge pay increase. Jasper, on the other hand, was forced to get 2 jobs, one as a night porter and one as a checkout man, so that he could cover the cost of his debts and have enough money to live. As bad as it is, maybe it will teach him a valuable lesson about responsibility and helping out those who are close to him.
Hey Mom, how are you doing?
Hi, honey. Are you back from work already?
Yeah, I had to come home early today.
Why? Hope you're good?
Of course I am. I was at your place though, and you were not home, so I left. Where did you go?
I was at your brother's house.
Again? Wasn't he at work? What does Stan want this time around? He asked you to come over whenever he needs your help with something.
What do you mean by again? I can't go to my son's house whenever I want? Besides, you're right. He was at work. I wasn't there to see him, though. I went to see Priska.
Priska? What is she doing there when he's not home?
She's staying the weekend.
Seriously? How can I be the only one who sees her for what she is?
Don't you see how she makes your brother happy?
That won't be for long. I know girls like her. They don't care about men like Stan. He's such a sweet soul, and they will readily take advantage of it.
Advantage? Priska genuinely loves Stan. Besides, your brother is doing well for himself, but he's not exactly rolling in money, is he? Matter of fact, Priska has more money than him, considering the kind of job she does and her wealthy family.
That's the problem. It's not about the money. It never is. People like Priska are only there for the fun. They are just bored rich kids who prey on naive men like Stan. And once they get tired, they dump them. Mom? Are you there? We are not done talking.
I was just wondering if I should continue this conversation. Why are you doing this, Mary? It's not fair to your brother at all.
What are you talking about?
You know, just because you were hurt by Jared doesn't mean every rich person is like that.
Mom, how can you say that? What does Jared have to do with this?
Sweetie, I know he hurt you badly. He is a bad person. To be honest, he never deserved you. You were too good for him. So stop holding on to the hurt and let it go. Besides, you have Abel in your life now. The two of you are happy together, right?
What does this have to do with Priska and Stan?
Give Priska a chance to make your brother happy. They love each other so much. If you weren't so busy hating on her, you would have caught on.
I don't know what this girl has done to enchant you guys, but I won't be so gullible. I never liked her, and I never will. Let's end it here. Besides, I didn't chat you up to talk about her.
Okay, what is it?
The reason I left work early today was because Abel invited me out to dinner. He asked me to dress nice. I think he's going to propose, Mom.
My God, are you sure? That's good news.
Well, he has been acting all weird and secretive lately. I'm sure it's leading up to a proposal.
Yeah, I know the feeling. What will be your response?
Yes, of course. Why would you even ask?
You're going into a forever deal, sweetie. Just want you to be sure you know what you're getting into.
Really? Of course I know that.
I'm not getting into another argument with you. I have to go off now and prepare dinner. See you later.
Why didn't the perfect Priska give you food?
Because I didn't go there to eat. Have a nice evening and let me know how it goes for you. I'm really happy for you, baby. Know that.
Sure. I need to go prepare as well. Talk to you later.
Hey, honey.
Hi, Sarah. What's up? Did you forget something here?
No, are you busy?
No, not really. And I will always have time for you.
I wouldn't want to intrude or anything.
Please don't feel that way. You are always welcome. So, what do you want to talk about?
Have you spoken to Mary lately?
really, she's a busy woman. Barely returns my texts and all. Maybe one of these days, I'll pay her a visit.
I am really not surprised that she has been ignoring you. But believe me, I have been trying my best to talk some sense into her.
Sounds really serious. What exactly is going on?
A few years ago, Mary had her heart broken by her rich boyfriend.
That is sad, but what does it have to do with me?
It's not supposed to have anything to do with you. But ever since then, Mary has been very distrusting of people coming from a wealthy background.
Oh, I think I see where this is going. So she doesn't like me.
Not yet, honey, but I ask that you give her time. Has she been mean to you or something?
I mean, apart from ignoring all my texts and sending creepy messages, she even messaged some of my Facebook friends saying nasty things about me. I just kept it from Stan because I didn't want to cause a rift between the two of them.
Oh my god.
I understand she went through a nasty breakup, but I love Stan and I would never hurt him. I don't think it's fair to judge me based on her ex's behavior. I can't win that test.
There is no test here, okay? I'm just telling you not to let her get under your skin.
So, what do you want me to do?
Please, just give her time. She'll come around.
Okay, I understand. Take good care of yourself.
You too.
Mom, what are you doing?
Nothing much. What's up?
Nothing really. Just wedding jitters.
Wedding jitters? You? Come off it. I saw you yesterday, and that didn't look like jitters to me.
Funny, I don't even know what is wrong with me.
What? Is there a problem? Did Abel do something?
Abel? No. He's too sweet to actually hurt me.
Then what is it? Talk to me.
I've thought about this, Mom. It's my wedding, and I get to decide what goes on in it. I don't care if feelings get hurt as a result.
What is happening?
I don't want that Priska at my wedding.
What? Why would you do that?
Like I said, it's my wedding and I get to decide who comes and who doesn't.
She's your brother's future wife. How can you do such a thing?
He can come with someone else. I have a lot of single friends that'd be happy to be his plus one.
I can't believe you, Mary. Are you suggesting that he goes to your wedding with someone other than his girlfriend? You're trying to ruin his relationship.
This is not about Priska or Stan. It's about me and my sanity. I don't want to see that faker at my wedding. Mom, I've made my choice. Priska won't attend my wedding. And that's it. Period. Also, I want you to pass this message across to her.
Are you seriously expecting me to do your dirty work for you?
But, Mom, if I text her, it will get out of hand. You know it will. Mom?
Fine. Just know that I don't agree with this. You're being wicked for no reason, and I'm disappointed in you. Hey, honey. You busy?
I'm on a break right now. What's up?
I'm really ashamed to say this, but I don't see that I have a choice.
You're scaring me. Is everything okay? Do you need help?
It's about Mary.
Oh, okay. What is it this time?
She doesn't want you at her wedding.
Wow. Really?
I'm sorry, honey, but she is adamant. You know how she is.
So she hates me that much.
Hate is such a strong word.
Please, Sarah, there is no need to sugarcoat it. We both know what is happening here. I won't attend the wedding, so tell her she can rest easy.
I'm sorry, Priska.
Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. Talk to you later.
Hey, baby bro. How's it hanging?
Just here, working my butt off as usual. How are the wedding plans coming along?
Everything is going according to schedule, so I'm grateful.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Over the weekend, I'll come over and say hi.
Actually, I need your help.
Sure, what is it?
I found a wedding dress I want, but it's way above my budget. Can you help me out?
Sure, how much?
Just 10K.
What? Are you kidding me? Where do you expect me to get that kind of money?
Come on. It shouldn't be a problem for you and your girlfriend. I really need this, please.
I'm not asking Priska. How can you expect her to buy a dress for a wedding she won't even attend?
Why does everything have to be about her? This is about me, not her. Just do this for me, please.
No, Mary.
I'm begging you. This is what will make me happy.
Fine, I'll talk to her.
Thank you. You all should be working hard to make my day memorable. It seems I'm the only one interested in that right now.
Talk to you later. Hey babe, you there?
Hey, hun. Sure. What is it?
I need some help.
Do you need?
10K. Can I get that from you?
That's a lot of money. What do you need it for?
Does it matter?
Of course it does. It's a huge amount of money. What do you need it for, Stan?
It's for my sister. I want to get her a gift for her wedding.
Told me you were getting her that ceramic set, and it cost $1,200.
Okay, there's a $10,000 dress she likes, and I want to get it for her.
It's not a gift, is it? She told you to ask me.
I'm so sorry, babe. It's just, she's my sister. You know how she can be.
Wow. She really has the audacity to ask for my money after banning me from her wedding? Don't worry, love. I'll talk to her.
What?
Tell her I figured it out, so you're safe.
You're sure?
See how it goes. What exactly is your problem?
Excuse me?
I know you don't like me and all, but this is the height of it. You banned me from your wedding, yet you want me to get you a wedding dress? Who does that?
Take it easy, okay? The world doesn't revolve around you. Besides, it's just a little compared to what you have. 10K won't hurt you.
It's my money and I'm not giving it to you. Just as it was your wedding and you chose to keep me out of it.
You're so selfish, you know? I hate you. I will never stop.
You're a hypocrite. You accused me of wanting to use your brother, but you just did the same for money. You know what? I'm done with all this madness. If your family won't call you to order, then I will. I am not giving you the money for your wedding dress, and I won't tolerate you calling me names or sending nasty messages to my Facebook friends. See a therapist and stay away from me. If you try anything funny, I will get you arrested. And I'm done trying to cover up for your nastiness.
I am forwarding all these messages to Stan. He will finally see you for who you are. I can bet all my savings that he is going to break up with you after that. My brother will choose me over you.
Wake up from your foolish dreams. I am done tolerating your behavior. And guess what? When your brother eventually proposes, I'll make sure you don't attend my wedding either.
Hey, Mary just forwarded all your messages.
She told me she was going to do that. Are you going to break up like she said? Of
What? That's never happening. Do you even know how much I love you?
course. I love you too. So, what's going to happen?
I blocked her. We really can't keep tolerating her dirty behavior. She whined to her mom about it, but guess what? Mom is seriously pissed with her. She doesn't want to see her until she turns a new leaf.
Wow, that's quite serious. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you and your mom. But to be honest, I also think it's high time you guys put Mary in her place. I hope she learns from this.
It's sad, but she had it coming. You're right. And whenever she decides to work on herself, we'll definitely accept her back.
Didn't give Mary the 10K for her dress, so she eventually wore some cheap gown to her wedding. She looked quite sad in the pictures Stan sent to me. Stan proposed to me 3 weeks ago, and it doesn't look like we'll be inviting Mary to our wedding. It doesn't look like she is going to turn a new leaf anytime soon, but she has definitely learned not to mess with me again. Oh my god, Lynn, I can't believe you just did that. How can you be so horrible?
I'm the one who's horrible? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Homewrecker.
For the last time, I'm not a homewrecker. And yeah, you're the horrible one considering you just decided to try and have a go at me during my husband's funeral. I mean, even on such a sad and emotional day, where we should be remembering a wonderful man, you'd rather yell and scream about his will and who gets his money? If there is anyone who is cold-hearted and just downright nasty, it's you.
Says the woman who stole my husband away from me. We were happy before you came along. Then you just had to steal his attention and take him for yourself. You didn't care if you were destroying a family. As long as you got your hands on Andrew, you were happy. And don't think I don't know why you were so desperate to be with him. I know you were just after his money. And how convenient that, now that he's gone, you'll be able to have all of his wealth to yourself. Or at least That's what you think.
I don't know where you get off accusing me like this, but it's not true in the slightest. I loved Andrew with all of my heart, and he loved me too. I wasn't interested in his money. He could have been broke, and I still would have loved him. You were the one who was obsessed with his money. It was the main reason he left you. You were never happy with him and what he did for you, always wanting him to spend more or take you to more lavish places. He got sick and tired of never being able to live up to your expectations and your constant demands. That's why he left you. I didn't meet him until he had actually separated from you.
We were still technically married. He had literally only been separated for like a month.
He had no plans on getting back together with you. I'm sorry, but it's true. We fell in love shortly after we met. But I wouldn't have gotten involved with him if he had still been in a relationship. But he had ended that relationship with you.
Only because you got in the way. We would have gotten back together if you hadn't been there. And as for the money, you don't deserve anything. It's a good job that his will still leaves everything to me.
Don't you hear yourself? Only interested in his will. It doesn't even matter. I've seen his will before, when he was rewriting it, and it didn't mention you.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What do you mean?
I know my husband, and he wouldn't have left me with nothing. In fact, I know he's left me pretty much everything in his will, as we wrote it together, and that includes the house, which leads me to this. I want you to move out of my house by the end of the day.
Excuse you?
My house. I want you to move out. It's only fair. You took my husband from me, so I have the house. It's what I'm owed for the heartache that both he and you put me through.
Hang on. You already got half of everything that he had in the divorce. You're not owed anything else, especially not the house. Andrew and I built our life up there. It was our home. Nothing to do with you.
It doesn't matter. It's mine now, and I want to move into it as soon as possible. I've always thought that it was a nice place to live.
You can't do this.
I can, actually. The will leaves everything to me.
I'll be having a talk with the attorney to see about that.
Feel free to do that. You'll only be disappointed.
Pierce, have you had time to have a look at Andrew's will properly? It's just, I think Lynn and her attorney are trying to do something. I don't know, not quite right. It just seems quite fishy.
Hey, Haley, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I want you to know that I'm here for you, okay?
Thanks, Pierce.
As for the will, it all seems in order. I'm sorry to say, however, there is one little discrepancy that I'm currently still looking into, so I'll have to get back to you on that. Hopefully it won't take too long, maybe a day or so, but because the will is still in contention, it should be okay. Lynn won't be able to access it until all of this is cleared up.
That's good. I just can't believe it's come to this, though. I was sure that the will Andrew made had left nothing to Lynn. I don't care if it goes to me or not. He could have left all of his money to a charity and I wouldn't care. I just don't want it to go to that horrible, money-grabbling ex of his.
Don't worry, I'm looking into this as thoroughly as I can. There's just something that's not quite right about this whole thing, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. You can count on that.
What do you think is so weird about the will?
Well, it's the way it's worded. It all seems a bit too good to be true. Too much like a professional has done it. I mean, I know attorneys write up people's wills all the time, but they don't usually put in a bunch of fancy words and stuff for no reason. But this one has all of that. It's almost like whoever wrote this did it subconsciously, meaning that they wrote like this every day. Only people like me, attorneys, really do that.
What? So you're saying that Lynn's attorney might have tampered with the will? Or even forged a new one?
It's possible.
Well, come to think of it, when I saw the will, I thought that the signature on the bottom of it looked quite strange. It didn't look quite like Andrew's. I just couldn't be sure as it had a lot of similarities to his usual signature. I just thought that perhaps he had done it quickly because he might have been rushing or something.
His signature? I'll have to have a look at that.
Thank you for doing this, Pierce. I can't believe that I'm having to try and sort all of this out when my husband's only just passed away. All I want to do is take the time to mourn properly, but Lynn just isn't letting me do that.
I'm sorry. Hopefully we can get this all sorted out soon and you'll be able to put her out of your mind and life.
Hopefully.
I'll message you if I find anything suspicious.
Okay, thanks.
Oi, Haley. I hope you're not getting too comfortable. You might have stopped me from taking the house for now, but that's not going to last long. Once the judge sees the will, he'll rule in my favor, and then you're out of there.
Why are you so horrible, Lynn? I mean, was it not enough that you drove your husband away? Now you've got to bother me and make an already difficult time even worse?
Oh, don't pretend to be upset. We both know you only got together with Andrew for the money. I mean, I did the same thing. Only he decided that he wanted to go and leave me to be with you. But if you think for 1 second that I'm just going to sit back and watch you take all of the money that I deserve, then you're sadly mistaken.
You might have only been with Andrew for his money, but that's not true for me. I loved him, and I'm going to make sure that none of his belongings or money go to you. He wouldn't have wanted that to happen.
You can try whatever you like. Nothing's going to change the fact that I'm going to win, and you're going to end up penniless on the streets.
I wouldn't get so cocky if I were you. Things might not go how you want them to.
What do you mean? Haley, tell me what you mean right now.
You'll see.
Haley, I swear, answer your phone right now. You gold-digging she-devil. How dare you?
Oh, hello, Lynn.
Don't give me that. How dare you steal my money?
Well, as the judge ruled, it isn't your money.
Yes, it is. The documents you showed him were fakes. You don't deserve the money. It's mine. So give it to me, now.
The documents that I gave the judge weren't fakes at all. Actually, you know that they weren't, as the documents you provided were fakes.
I don't know what you're on about.
Actually, you do. I knew that you were up to something as soon as I saw that phony will. I must admit, it was very well written. It almost had my attorney fooled. But there was just one thing that made it quite obvious that it was fake.
Well, what was that then? Not that I'm admitting to anything, but if something was wrong with the will, what was it?
You're so obvious it's actually painful to watch. If you must know, it was the signature.
What? The signature was perfect. I know it was.
Actually, it was almost perfect. But I know my husband's handwriting. I mean, I lived with him for over 20 years. I've signed many cards, papers, and little love notes with him. So if I wasn't able to notice the subtle differences with the signature, I'd be ashamed of myself.
But
once I pointed that out, Pierce went over all the old documents that Andrew had once signed and checked all of the signatures. Sure enough, there were subtle differences which proved that the signature was false.
well, that can't be right. My attorney made sure everything was in order.
Yeah, about that. Once we discovered that your version of the will was fake, Pierce decided to look into that attorney of yours. Turns out, he has a pretty impressive track record.
What do you mean?
Well, apparently, for the last few years, your attorney has come into a lot of money. Coincidentally, it has all come from the families who he has done the wills for. After a little bit of digging, we found out that he has been forging wills for people in exchange for a percentage of the inheritance.
Oh, no. Well, I never knew that. If I had, I never would have hired him.
Uh-huh. Sure you wouldn't. But there's nothing to worry about now. He has been arrested for forgery and is looking at a little bit of jail time. The police are just looking into those who helped him now. Hopefully, they'll be brought to justice soon.
What? But surely they don't actually have any idea about who could have been involved, right?
After they have a look through all the wills he's worked on in the last few years, they will know exactly who he worked with. So it looks like your time is running out, Lynn.
Ugh, you witch. I haven't done anything wrong. I deserve that money. Not you. I was his wife first. You're just some horrible homewrecker.
And you're a vile shrew. Thankfully, you'll be getting what you deserve soon enough.
I hate you. What have you even done with the money? You don't even need it.
I've kept a little for myself to help tide me over, but the majority I've given to different charities. They need it more than I do.
Ugh, why would you do that? If you didn't want the money anyway, why not just give it to me? You're so selfish.
Actually, I think you'll find that giving to charity is the opposite of selfish, not that you would know.
Just you wait. I'll get you back.
I don't think you can do that from jail. Anyway, I've got things to do now. Goodbye, Lynn. Good luck in jail.
Stop saying that. I'm not going to jail. Haley.
Just like I had thought, Lynn was found to have tampered with Andrew's will along with her attorney. This is a major crime, and she was sent to prison for a few months and forced to pay a hefty fine. I was finally able to mourn my husband properly once all of the drama had been sorted. And whilst I missed him every day, I'm happy in the knowledge that his money was put to good use and not given to someone as horrible and selfish as his ex-wife. Treasure those that you love, and remember it's the time you spend with them that is important, not any money or inheritance that you might get once they're gone.